Hey everyone! As some of you know, most of my videos are how-to videos on how to do specific things to my FAD BMW M3. And the way it typically works is I study it before I make the video, and then during the video I kind of know what the end result is going to be. Today I have no idea what the end result is going to be because I haven't researched it, I haven't studied it, I haven't seen any pictures of it, but I just hope it turns out great. One of the things that I really don't like about my car are these xenon headlamps. Not necessarily from a performance perspective, because at night they're actually pretty good, and especially with the upgraded light bulbs that I did, but I don't necessarily like the look of them. It's not, especially with the front lip and the blackout grills, I don't think the headlamps go with the aggressive front end look of this car. Now, BMW obviously addressed it with the LED headlamps, especially with the LCI 2.0, where you have these awesome blackout housings and these LED strips that make the front end look so stunning. My buddy Ray has it, and every time I see his car, I want to steal his headlamps. But today I had an idea. I don't necessarily feel like spending thousands of dollars on swapping out the headlamps and coating and worrying about all kinds of issues. So you know what? I realized that I can do two things. I can either take these headlamps apart, which is actually pretty time consuming, and then black out the housing myself. Or what I can do is I can try to lightly tint the headlamps to see if maybe that'll kind of get me through the next couple of years and keep me satisfied every time I look at the front end of this car. And just like with the tail lamps, we're going to be using very similar products. I'm going to link everything in the description in case you want to know exactly what I'm using. But I've got this very light headlamp and tail light tint that I have on my tail lights, and it looks pretty cool. You're gonna use a squeegee, a knife, and obviously either a heat gun or a blow dryer, since I do not own a heat gun. And even though I could do it right and take the bumper off, take the headlamp off, and do that on my bench, I'm gonna try to take a shortcut today because you know, it's still winter. I don't feel like doing it, and hopefully this saves me some time. The idea is to cut a film strip that goes along like this, try to squeegee in as much flat areas as possible, and then sort of work the edges and work it up here. First thing, just like before, we're gonna clean the tail lamps with some alcohol. After some deliberations, I've decided that I'm gonna start from here and work my way in. Because this is the sharpest bend, I can probably squeegee in as much as I can, and then let's see if it works. I'm gonna try to heat up the headlamp so it sticks better. So what do you think? Not bad for the first try. I don't know if I'll redo it or not. There's some creasing up top, but I believe this is going to be covered by the hood. But again, first try. I'm not even looking at it from far away. I'm going to now grab a blade and try to blade around the edges as best as I can. Trimming it is very easy because you just press it against the headlamp and it goes. Ow, I gotta go address that. This will limit my flexibility, but it gets the job done. Sorry if I'm covering the camera, but it's really hard to do this. Okay. See, I need to heat up the corner a little bit and tuck it in. I mean, for the first time, it's fine. Here, I'm not gonna trim until I close the hood to see where the line is. So what do you think? I don't think it looks that bad. It actually looks pretty good. I hope night visibility won't be affected as much. The company says it only limits the light output just a little bit, so I think it should be okay. It doesn't look too ricey, but you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's see what the light output looks like. The difference between this and that. Angel eyes. The parking lamps. And then regular headlamps. So what do you think? I think we have to pull the car outside and see what she looks like in the rain. We're gonna go to my secret spot by the school where I can take a quick photo. Alright, so what did you think? As I was taking these photos and these clips, I've got to say, I kind of like it. And even some of the imperfections that I thought were pretty bad were not that bad at all. So I'm still going to redo one side once it gets warmer. But for now, I'm just going to do with what I have. And I've got to say, I am pretty happy with it. And it wasn't that difficult at all. Much, much easier than the tail lamps. So if you're interested in doing it yourself, I linked all the products in the description. Again, it's super simple and it could save you a couple of $1,000s from having to buy new headlamps or having to send your headlights out to a company that does it. There are a couple of companies that do it for you, but it's at least I think $1,500 just to get the housing blacked out. But here for what, $40? Or you can get one roll for $20. You can get close to the look, and you can have fun doing it. Let me know what you think of it down in the description. Subscribe if you haven't. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I got a chance to drive this car at night, and it's very hard to see it with these street lamps, but the light output is actually very limited with these tints. And most importantly, and again, I don't see it on the screen of the camera, but the heads-up display seems a lot brighter than the light output that's put on the ground. It's hard to explain it, but I don't think I can put up with it. So it looks like we're gonna have to be removing that film. Sorry. You can clearly see at this parking lot that yes, it does light up the area a little bit, but it's definitely a lot worse than what it used to be. I just got home and I was ready to peel the headlamp film off, and I just can't bring myself to do it. It just looks so much better with it than without it. So maybe I'll just put up with it for the next couple of months until I redo my headlamps. Maybe I'll just peel it off one day when I'm really pissed off. I was hoping to capture the removal on video, but maybe sometime soon. Thanks again. I should just remove the roof rack because I was itching for something. And damn, it looks even better without it. I'm in trouble. And we're back a couple of days later, and this time I've decided 100% that I am taking it off. It's just too difficult to see at night, and I just don't like it. Sorry, but I have another idea and I think you're gonna like it, so stay tuned.